Hey guys, and welcome to Expert Clash series part 3 for Dawn of War Vanilla version 1.1. Again, very exciting getting into these games, a lot of new players. For us, very old players for Dawn of War history. I think there will be a lot of videos for Vanilla. I see a lot of people actually watching these videos. It's interesting to see how these videos actually get more views within a shorter time frame compared to Dawn of War Soulstorm. Really interesting. Also, some of these players, the old ones, which are now in their 30s or even 40s among the players, actually find these videos on YouTube. So I do also that for them, not only for you guys to watch, but some of these players actually find the videos on YouTube and watch their almost 20-year-old replays in Dawn of War. Exciting stuff. So the first video we've got OjKa. This is a Czech player. His nickname actually translates as uncle.
I'm not doing anything.
On Valley of Khorne in the lower right position. Opens with 2 Slugger Boy squads, Boy's Hut, Generator and Banner. Weird stuff, seeing Banner and Generator very early in the game. That's something uncommon in Soulstorm, at least. You either go Generator or Banner in there. Well, from Pink on the top left, it's even more interesting. He opens with double Banner and a Generator. Very expensive stuff. So far he's always been opening with fast 2 banners and then maybe even more banners or generators very early on. I'm not sure why he does that. Well, Pink is a very high ranked player at this point in Vanilla. Around 1700 auto match rank, that's the equivalent of about 25 or 2600 on those stats in Soulstorm, and it's higher than that because in auto match you actually got match against the players of your rank. You cannot play against anyone like we could do in Soulstorm using this those stats system lately. It's not accurate at all because you can play against any rank player and easily farm those points up. While in auto match you were only matched against the players of your level, so getting a higher rank was very difficult, much more difficult than what we've got with this DOS stats system. And I'm not sure if it even works now, no idea. Also, the point system starts at 1000 in Dawn of War original auto match system, not 1500 as it was on those stats. Well, that thing aside, not much happening now. Players taking up slowly, Pink actually rushing for a tier 2 by the look of it. 3 banners up already, some LP2s. 1 LP2 for now, this one on the left. This might be a long game from what I see on the timeline. You cannot see that, but I do. Might go well beyond past the 20 minutes mark. Work mirror. I think this is the second one, the second work mirror we see. OjKa getting the second critical location here. will have the taken hold. Yeah, that's a 7-minute countdown. Pink will have to decap within 7 minutes or lose by taken hold. He's also controlling one critical location on the left. It gives him some vision of the enemy orc units. Pink rushing to fast mech shop. And yes, you can build the mech shop with just 3 banners here in vanilla. I'm not sure if you can produce anything out of the mech shop if you don't have the 4th banner though. So Pink is building the 4th banner simultaneously along with the mech shop. Also just 1 LP2 upgraded for OjKa. Uncle.
6 minutes until taken hold victory.
2 generators and the 2nd banner placed only now. Places 1 more generator. Oh, it's the 3rd banner. Here's another one. So 3 banners, 4th one gets placed, and 3 generators for this work player. 3 Slugger Boy squads, big mech and big shooters for now. No wait, 4 Slugger Boy squads. So many Slugger Boys. That's because you can equip Slugger Boys with big shooters and even tank busters. So this was a very popular unit in vanilla, Slugger Boys. From Pink, the first war track is already out. Uncle is surprised, retreating slowly, does not have anti-vehicle yet, and maybe not prepared for this attack. He's equipping tank busters to the Slugger Boys, forces that war track to go back. Well, Pink will decap the critical location, he had to push him back. Mech custom gadget research is up, has this aura. And I believe he can stun the war truck. First big encounter here in the middle. And I think Pink is about to win this fight. Also I made Doug gets in here and casts fight induce on the tank busters, but it's not enough. Not enough anti-vehicle from Uncle. 5 war tracks now from Pink. Pink is a war track rusher. Something he loves to do. Goes too far into Uncle's base behind the LP2 and a banner, loses the big mech. Somewhat sloppy control on the war tracks and infantry from Pink. He will have to retreat. No way he can breach these defenses. So 3 LP2s now up from Uncle.
I got just what you need. Yeah. Huh? Please.
Lost quite a few squads, not critical though. He can recover, very good economy. About the same as Pink. Pink has higher income on power. And he needs that income because he's producing vehicles. Big mech remade 91 to 50. As we can see, the requisition goes up very slowly because of the repair. The war trucks get repaired. It consumes resources, both power and requisition. Huge infantry mass in here from Uncle. He's mass producing infantry only, no mech shop. Loads of slugger boys again. Mad dogs. And I assume loads of upgrades from the pile guns were made for this infantry. We cannot see in vanilla which upgrades are researched, not yet. In the replay file at least.
No pain, no gain.
Defensive for now. Uncle is not getting out, he's scared of those vehicles. He wants to play it safe.
I got just what you need.
Easy, sod off.
I got just what you need.
Slowly getting out of the base, moving onward. No need for a grid. Good execution from Uncle with his units. Good usage of the fighting juice also from the Mad Dogs. Will not allow this infantry to die so easily. Only 2 war tracks left for Pink. He keeps making only war tracks. Looks like he is running out of ideas, running out of creativity. What in the world should he do to defeat this mass infantry from Uncle, mixed with Big Mech upgraded, Mad Dogs, Tank Busters. Infantry only from Uncle still, no mech shop. War tracks keep coming out, only 2 of them now. Yeah, more and more war tracks, nothing else from Pink. I wonder if he's going tier 3. Back and forth fights at this point. Not clear who's got the upper hand yet. Both of them keep losing units and keep reinforcing them. Pink producing war tracks non-stop. Looks like eventually he would win this fight anyway. Apparently not. His Big Mech very low on HP, had to jump back. What Uncle could have done better in this fight is applying some heavy focus on the Big Mech and kill him faster. It tied up Slugger Boys, which could have destroyed the war tracks faster. Two squads of Slugger Boys with Tank Busters might not be enough for this amount of war tracks. Storm Boys added to the party by Pink. He will have to tie up those shooting anti-vehicle squads with something. Storm Boys might be just what he needs for that. Maybe one more squad of Slugger Boys would be welcomed. Attach a Big Mech to that squad and jump in. Try to engage. 60 work population cap now for Uncle. I believe you can go tier 3 with this, or maybe one more banner is required. Anyways, he's not using his population cap to the max, so I guess he needed that 5th banner for something. There goes another engagement. Pink jumps in, wants to push back this infantry mass from his door. Do not allow them to step in. Valley of Khorne is a very defensive turtle map. Ideal for tech. So in the end, Pink manages to push back Uncle. Uncle's attack was very expensive. He had to keep reinforcing all these infantry squads to keep up that fight going to keep up the pressure, and still he did not succeed. Pink lost a strategic point, a listening post, I mean. It probably was upgraded, yeah, to LP2. Only one LP2 left, 86 to 50. The other one are LP1s. Rebuilds this listening post. 4 war tracks, Stormboy squad, Big Mac dead. It's alive for Uncle. And again, Pink does not want to let his opponent chill out. He will keep attacking. If your enemy retreats, if you feel comfortable, just go for a counter-attack quickly. It won't work though, there are too many works again. Uncle with a superior economy manages to reproduce these works over and over very quickly. Even has 2 Slugger Boy squads in the base. What a huge mass of works from Uncle. Interesting style of play. I love it. No war tracks, only green skins. Green skin mass. Loads of tongue busters. That's what he needs to defeat a war track spam. You can name it spam. That's all Pink does basically. He saw that war tracks alone do not win you the game, so he added Storm Boys now. Looks like he will lose the Big Mac again. It's very low on HP. Yeah, gets hit by Uncle's Big Mac and dies. Storm Boy is tying up a squad of tank busters in here. Looks like the squad is about to die sooner or later. Strange thing, Pink upgraded the war tracks to anti-vehicle. This anti-vehicle weapon, instead of leaving the original weapon, big shooters dealing much more damage to infantry, I assume. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this upgraded weapon is for anti-vehicle, anti-building. Well done so far by Uncle. Keeps pushing very slowly with this infantry mass. That looks really fun to play. All he did was Slugger Boys, Big Mac and Mad Dogs. Not much else. He also had a squad of Shooter Boys at some point. But why would you even need Shooter Boys if you can equip Big Shooters to the Slugger Boys? You don't even need them. Two listening posts down for Pink. He keeps holding. And it's not even close to over yet. Sorry for the spoiler. Somehow Pink will survive this. I assume Uncle is losing too many units. He's reinforcing. Yeah, he's using his requisition for reinforcing the squads. Big Mac is back online to full HP. If Uncle loses his Big Mac in this fight, he will have to retreat. What a game. So much back and forth here. Very aggressive from Uncle. Also somewhat greedy at this point. He wanted to end the game, but it won't work. Not yet. 108 to 30 income. 1000 bank on power for Uncle. He does not have that mech shop to make use of the power. Well, if you play this infantry mass, you better build 1 or 2 generators. It's more than enough. You don't need 3 of them. Maybe 2 generators would be enough. And Uncle loses all of his infantry at in the battlefield. Only got 2 Slugger Boy squads left, 3 squads in the base. Can he recover after this fight? What a fight though. Was very close. Again, pink only has 2 war tracks, another one at home, very low HP, has to be repaired. 75 to 50 economy income, 500 bank on power. I wonder what other vehicles could orcs produce in vanilla with 40 population cap. Did they even have war trucks? I don't know. Probably not. Seems like the war track was the only vehicle available in tier 2 for orc. Another 2 squads of tank busters, each attached with a mad dog for HP regeneration, I believe.
Still time to operate. What do you want? You need something.
Similar to Space Marine Apothecary, except the mad dog also got that sweet ability which makes the squad immune to death. They still receive damage but do not die for a period of time. They will die only after the ability ends, though. If they are still fighting, they would have very low HP. Big mech for Uncle back on full HP.
Who you want me to cut?
And 4 mad dogs now. Out. I guess there was no limit on mad dogs,
Who you want me to cut? Huh?
so he can make 1 mad dog for each squad.
No pain, no gain. You need something.
87, 92 now. 92 to 50 income for pink. Starts to float power again, as well like Uncle. Finally upgraded his listening posts. Only this one is left to LP1. He needs that requisition income. And there goes Uncle again into attack. Looks scary from Pink's point of view. Now Pink realizes he cannot win the game with war tracks alone and starts building those slugger boys, shooter boys even as well. Maybe a combination of infantry and vehicles will work now and destroy Uncle. Pink also now has mad dogs, big mech full HP, although his big mech does not have custom gadgets researched. Not yet at least, so his units receive a bit more damage in ranged. Not clear who wins this. The shooter boy squad for Pink shoots from the very beginning of this fight. A lot of pink works, a lot of orange works. Very close fight again, but pink comes out on top now that I realize too many pink works around. Only big mech left alive and a squad of slugger boys, 2 squads of slugger boys for Uncle. What a nice fight from Pink here. He was very patient, camping in his base after bad fights and recovering quickly. What a nice response to Uncle's army combination. Very nicely adapted to his opponent during the course of one game. Oh boy, what do we have here? Uncle also builds the mech shop and will also add vehicles to the party, but he's lost most of his infantry. That's bad, definitely bad. Also winning by taking a hold 4 more minutes. Pink will have to decap at least 1 critical location. 4 war tracks now, Uncle gathering the war tracks to go in another attack. adds tank buses to the Slugger boys. 4 war tracks now, and he's got higher economy if I'm not mistaken, 107 to 30, 88 to 50 for Pink. Well, power income doesn't even matter at this point, both of them are floating on power like crazy. 2 more banners placed by Pink. That's because he lost a lot of banners, he's got full infantry limit, he can't even reinforce his squads. Only 2 banners up now for Pink, has to build also this one. And here Uncle goes into another attack. Will he succeed now with 4 war tracks and infantry support? Only 1 war track for Pink, and it's not difficult to realize that Uncle has a superior army this time, much bigger in size, at least the vehicles. 4 war tracks. No anti-vehicle from Pink to deal with them, and not much Pink can do now. He had to spend his resources rebuilding the banners in order to get tier 2 access and being able to reinforce his units. And that's it. Uncle finally, probably annoyed, asks, is it GG really? So many attempts to destroy Pink, only now looks like he's about to win. Very well done. By the way, what I wanted to say at the start of the game, TE, this is a team that later on became TOT. If I'm not mistaken, at least, a lot of players in this team later on were part of TOT, so I'm assuming they simply renamed their team. TOT was one of the strongest clans in Dawn of War history, Templars of Twilight. They played in Vanilla, Winter Assault, Dark Crusade, and even Soulstorm, if I'm not mistaken. A long-lasting team. With top players, of course. Pink, nothing to say. He's probably upset. Well, at least he's not flaming. Yeah, GG. Friendly manners from Pink. Nice mirror. Very, very good game, yeah. So much back and forth. And I believe Uncle won because of his superior economy, and he's been the initiator of the fights almost every time. He's been controlling the game, unlike Pink, staying in base and defending, trying to adapt to his opponent. Nice display how you play mirror in Vanilla 1.1. What a game to start this video, right? Almost 30 minutes of action. We had some idling scenes, not much action for a few minutes in the middle. Nevertheless, a very action-packed piece. A lot more orcs killed by Pink. That's because he was defending OjKa. Kept attacking into his base, losing lots of Slugger boys under those banners and LP2s, and even war tracks. And this is what I mean. The economy difference, on requisition at least, was much more in favor of Uncle. over 3,000 more resources on requisition alone, and he's made use of every single requisition unit he could. All of that was invested in infantry for the most part, and later on in some war tracks. Very well done. Pink gathered more power, but he floated a lot of power in the end, couldn't make much use of it. Okay, from what I recall, this is another long game too. It might go into a 1 hour video length by just watching 2 games, and I have a lot of games prepared for today. Second game on Meeting of Minds, Ironclad in the right hand side position. In the left position, Alanka. We're seeing this player for the first time. Could be a Smurf, could be his main nick, I don't know. As I've said in the previous videos, I do not know most of these players. I've heard of SeleCT, of course, I've heard of many other players that we're about to watch in the future, but not these early days legends in vanilla. Only about 2 months into the game, and these players are doing very good job at playing Dawn of War. They've learned the game, got good at it very quickly. Oh boy, this flag reminds me of someone. Is this Fear or what? Is Ironclad I Knew Fear? I don't know. It could be, because Fear, I Knew Fear, I Know Fear, that guy, for which I've done a tribute to veteran video before, also used a similar flag, similar banner on his strategic points, had even similar color scheme.
Scouts in position.
Not going to make any claims though. He goes on harass, killing some cultists here. Does not want to allow Alanka to capture the relic too easily. Won't succeed though. Chaos Lord is here, and another squad of cultists can tie them up. Force Commander on the other side will also apply some harass. 2 squads of Chaos Marines, only now Alanka building a generator.
Scouts here. We stand ready.
Looks like a squad of cultists, yeah, about to die. They got killed by the scouts and the Space Marines.
Awaiting orders.
Look at this, man. 2 squads of Space Marines before even the listening posts are built. Ironclad floats a bit. I hope he will manage to build these points. He's not looking there, obviously.
The Emperor protects.
Try to decap the relic here. Maybe he's saving for even more Space Marines, looks like it. He doesn't even care to build the listening posts. He wants to invest a lot in infantry. He's making a 3rd Space Marine squad, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he cancelled it now. Finally starts building listening posts. Oh boy, the Force Commander in a very bad position got slowed down by Chaos Lord here and will die. What a sad thing to happen to Ironclad.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Bad macro mistake, I'd say, from Ironclad, delaying the listening post build. He could have done that much faster if he had one more servitor or start building the listening posts earlier. He had enough resources, now he's floating instead. Unfortunate mistake from Ironclad. The Chaos player has only 4 strategic points under control now into his base, does not control the relic, it got decapped by Thea, it seems. Ironclad, what am I talking about?
Yes, master.
He also loses a squad of Space Marines, he lost the Force Commander and a squad of Space Marines, maybe even some scouts. Got killed. I might have missed.
At your command.
And Alanka goes into a counter-attack that he killed the Force Commander. He feels confident. No. Ironclad delaying also the listening post for the relic. Another mistake.
Fear denies fate.
Looks like he's producing the Force Commander again. Maybe he thinks, wants to build the armory perhaps. Now he goes to build it. Well, he knows his economy is better anyway. Still, that does not mean you have to delay your economy. You don't have to give up on it. 74-10 economy for Chaos will get better slowly.
4 minutes until take and hold victory.
Cultists here equipped with grenades would easily win the scouts. Unless the models with a grenade will die, of course.
Scouts ready.
Yeah, easy fight in here for cultists. Grenades have very high DPS. And looks like Chaos is tier 2 now. Another attempt here from Alanka to kill this Force Commander. However, Chaos Lord now is under heavy fire also by the bunch of Space Marines from Ironclad. And then this was an easy fight from Ironclad. Sees the plasma guns on Chaos Marines as well as the heavy bolters. Might have to retreat now. So much action in the very first minutes of this game. It's a very long game. We'll probably go past the 30, longer than 30 minutes for sure, from what I can see on the timeline. Loads of Space Marines, but I think Ironclad is still tier 1. 92-10 economy, not so good.
Walk softly.
He's adding the sniper rifles, might be a good decision from the Space Marine player. Sniper rifles outrange the heavy bolters and plasma. So a good management of the snipers here could win the battle for Ironclad. Goes in with the Force Commander. Sadly, it was not attached to a Space Marine squad. It could have survived if it was attached. And just send the whole squad to fight in close combat while keeping the snipers from shooting from behind. Yeah, another minor mistake in there from the Space Marine player. Not saving that Force Commander.
I await your instructions.
92-20 economy. Not sure if you can afford that tier 2. Chaos is tier 2.
We can serve you.
Tier 2 on a slightly lower economy.
I am here to lead.
Plus 10 more in common power, but lower on requisition. In this case, maybe going for vehicles would be a nice idea. Oh boy, keep setting snipers way too close to the Chaos Marines. That's certainly a bad micro mistake. Once again from Ironclad. Had to keep the snipers in the heavy cover. Farther away from the heretics. Keep them safe. They are very expensive when equipped with rifles.
Scouts here.
Heresy grows from idleness. Yes.
86 to 30 economy on Chaos adds the Sacrificial Circle. That's where you can produce the Sorcerer in Vanilla. And research some upgrades for heroes, I believe. HP upgrade. Chains of Torment. I'm not sure if that was available in Vanilla. Basically Sorcerer's Stun. Very powerful stuff. Alanka sadly gave up on his relic. He does not want to capture it again. He should have produced a squad of cultists right when he lost it and captured the relic. There's nobody in here denying him doing that. Only if the scouts would get here and kill the cultists. Ironclad does not know, however. He's got 5 squads of scouts equipped with sniper rifles.
6 minutes until
That's a very
taking
strong
hold.
anti-infantry. Yeah, Ironclad goes to scout towards the enemy relic. If he saw cultists in here, he would have one-shot them. He's going to decap this critical location or capture it. It's not even captured by Chaos. Already taken hold countdown up for Ironclad. 5 minutes left. Sorcerer is out. Chaos Lord is full HP. Scary army from Chaos. Not sure what else he is researching.
We will serve you, and in return, grant us the power of the
98 to 40 economy now for Chaos. 140 to 30. It's getting close. It's about the same economy now. Sacred artifact for Ironclad. That's where you can produce the librarian and apothecaries, as well as some upgrades.
Taken hold victory.
Usually you will choose between this sacred artifact path or through machine cult. Going both is not a popular option, as it costs you more resources, more time, and might not be as efficient since you get them slower. Going for both, however, is a good option if you are floating on resources, of course. You could choose both paths or just go faster tier 3. Ironclad is tier 2 now, definitely. Not much action going on now. Librarian out. And I believe the Word of the Emperor was a tier 2 thing here in Vanilla. Word of the Emperor is similar to the Mad Dog ability. It renders your squads immune to death and maybe even immune to damage for a period of time. Similar also to Priest's fanaticism on Imperial Guard. Alanka decides to attack and there pushes back Ironclad from this heavy cover.
We stand ready. At your command.
Again, Ironclad's first commander in a very bad spot goes in alone and gets smashed by 2 Chaos Leaders, Sorcerer and Chaos Lord, which are both full HP still. Librarian is here, casts the Word of the Emperor ability, which I mentioned previously. You see this white lightning around the heads of Space Marines, it means they are under the effect of Word of the Emperor. They do not die during that time. Librarian gets trapped by the Chaos Lord, slowed down. He will certainly lose this fight. It's better to just stay and fight in close combat. When you get slowed down by the Chaos Lord, you cannot escape him anyway. And instead of running away, an unescapable death, you should just stay and fight the Chaos Lord, deal damage to him. No need to run away. You cannot run from the Chaos Lord because of his slow, and he deals insane damage on the move. Force Commander back out. Alanka already says GG. However, it's not over yet. As I've said, this is a long game. Ironclad will patiently defend now. Apparently, saying GG in the middle of the game was something popular in vanilla. Well, so far really a good game. Nothing to complain about. Both players building their machine, building vehicle. Vehicles about to come out. Alanka, after winning that fight, does not hurry into going into the Space Marines base. 105 to 40 income. Huge bank on power. The reason he went for a machine pit, I believe. He has to build some vehicles, spend that power. Maybe Predators. They should be available in tier 2.
Direct us to the enemy. At your command. Yes, my lord.
From Ironclad,
Direct us to the enemy.
he researched also Force Commander's aura. As we can see.
This day shall be a glorious one for
At
the
your
Imperium.
command.
And adds some plasma on his Space Marines. Decides to go in with the help of this Librarian ability. Yeah, the Space Marines still do receive the damage, but they do not die. It's almost identical to the Mad Dog's ability. They also lose morale when under this spell. Not immune to morale damage. And now that ability ends, they will die like flies while on low HP. Looks like Chaos lost both of his heroes. I do not see them. What is that? A Defiler used from range. Also a Smite from the Librarian, well cast onto that Chaos Marines. Good disruption. From what I recall, the Smite on Librarian does not disrupt the units in Soulstorm and even Dark Crusade, so it was different in vanilla. A Dreadnought added to the party also by Ironclad. Dreadnought should be easily winning a Defiler in close combat. Yeah, they have more damage in close combat as well as more HP. So a Dreadnought should be able to win 2 Defilers maybe in close combat. Great comeback here by Ironclad. At least he managed to kill most of Chaos Infantry. Now Alanka is left with Defilers. 2 Defilers and full HP Sorcerer. He keeps producing those Defilers, I assume. He's got nice power bank still, around 400.
Awaiting orders.
I stand ready.
Awaiting orders.
I am ready.
Servitor is going to repair that Dreadnought.
Victory.
The right thing to do.
Fear denies faith.
Praise the Emperor.
Force Commander alive, half HP, same for the Librarian. Keeping those heroes alive is important. They are expensive and take time, a long time to produce if you lose them. 3 Defilers now from Alanka, from Chaos. Probably the 4th one is on the way. I see something still being produced in the machine pit. Too bad Alanka is floating on requisition. He should be producing more and more infantry. Yeah, that's what he's doing in the Chaos Temple.
Fear denies faith.
It is better to die
3
for the
minutes
Emperor
until
than live for
taking
yourself.
more victory.
A second Defiler gets out. 89 to 40 economy for Ironclad. He did not upgrade any listening posts. Too bad. Usually on Meeting of Minds the games would go crazy long, so upgrading your economy at least slowly would be worth it. Those LP2s pay off in a few minutes. Another crazy engagement here from Ironclad. He engages when he has the word of the Emperor on the Librarian. Makes sure if something goes wrong he will not lose all that bunch of Marines. He can tank tons of damage while engaging under the word of the Emperor activated. Another fight here occurred between Force Commander and Chaos Lord. Librarian and Force Commander now 2v1ing that Chaos Lord manages to win, but there's too much tech from Alanka, and once again Chaos manages to hold and push back Ironclad. What a close back and forth action-packed game. Whoa. And nice vehicle variety now with a Predator and Defiler. Ironclad definitely forced to retreat. He's almost got no resources to recover after this fight. We'll need magic happening here to push back these vehicles. Thankfully he's got a lot of Space Marine squads and looks like he's adding those missile launchers. We'll probably deal with this Chaos Predator. It got stunned by the First Commander's hammer. That's right, First Commander can stun vehicles.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Died like a hero in the end though. Looks like the same fate awaits the Librarian as well. He's running in on very low HP.
We stand ready.
Ironclad is thinking it's now or never. He's got another nice bank. Up again. Added another Dreadnought. Yeah, what a game. Even in Soulstorm I wouldn't see such games often. So much back and forth and so close.
Even in death I still serve.
Easy fight for the Dreadnought here. Would be even better if the Dreadnought was under the repair and then go and destroy the other Defiler as well. 91 to 50. Economy on Chaos, good bank. He can keep producing vehicles and infantry.
Heresy grows.
It seemed at some point Ironclad was dead. No such thing. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squads of Space Marines. Not reinforced, but still.
Yes, my lord.
A lot of heavy weapons equipped on those squads. If properly used, they are very scary.
Awaiting orders.
Should keep the anti-vehicle ones behind. Be careful with them. And maybe we'll try to engage again with a Word of the Emperor ability. I see that coming. Lots of plasma now, plasma weapons added by the Chaos player. A second Defiler getting in there. $89 to $50. Almost 500 power bank on Chaos. Repairs the Predator nicely. And again, Ironclad is the one to engage. Thanks to this Word of the Emperor ability, he can afford that. He can take the risk and do some risky engagements while Chaos sits... Or should I say, even if Chaos sits in the heavy cover. And looks like he's on top of this fight, definitely. A lot of damage has been tanked by this Defiler and Librarian's ability, of course. Most of Chaos infantry dies. What now? Ironclad is definitely in a better position now, got a much more bigger and powerful army. Only a Chaos Predator and Chaos Lord from Chaos. Is that it? 86 to 50 now for Chaos. Income, still nice bank. 75 to 40 for Ironclad. Keeps producing those dreadnoughts, I assume. Interesting how none of the players bothered to build a big generator. For such a long game, it would definitely have been worth it. Force Commander back to life. Apothecary is being added to the party and more dreadnoughts. Alright, Chaos Lord back to life, another squad of Chaos Marines, probably Sorcerer getting out of the Sacrificial Circle, Predator, more than half HP, and a Defiler. Is that enough to stop those Marines though? Bad management of these Space Marine squads got too close to Heretics, a lot of them die. Horrors were deployed. Now that's a unit that can deal damage to Dreadnoughts as well. They die like flies though when up close to Plasma like that. Micro mistake from Alanka in here. Force Commander full HP goes into that Predator, will stun it. And so Chaos loses more than half of his army again. What I noticed on this Chaos player, and probably the reason he's losing this game, he tends to micro quite badly when the fights begin. Yeah, he lost control, he even admits that. He did not control his units too well. In both this fight, when he lost a bunch of Chaos Space Marines, he simply stood and didn't even retreat, although he was losing the fight. If you see the Librarian with the Word of the Emperor engaging into you, you should retreat at all costs, run for your life. No need to stay. It will only play to your disadvantage if you stay and try to deal with the Marines. They do not die while under that spell. Yeah, that's basically the ability that won Ironclad this game. Librarian and the Emperor's Word, as well as the Dreadnoughts, of course. Very nice game, back and forth in the middle, not so much close now. Kinda one-sided in the end. Better unit management from Ironclad, definitely. At least Alanka gave him a hard time at some point. He even could win. Oh, looks like he's tier 3 now. Got out these possessed Chaos Marines, but they are very, very slow. What is this? I guess they have some speed boost though, but you have to research it. They run way too slowly. Okay, at this point not much happening. Let's just fast speed this until the end. Players chatting now. They are both excited about this game. It was entertaining, to say the least. I never thought I would enjoy watching vanilla so much, actually. If you want to read the chat, you can pause the video and do that. I won't read the chat for you. Well mannered from both players, not flaming each other. Good to see. Yeah, Ironclad also was tier 3 or even tier 4 in the end. Interesting game. A lot more units killed by Ironclad. Yeah, Alanka kept using the heretics over and over again. That's what lost him the game, as I've said. Economy difference wasn't so high. It's actually quite close for a 33-minute length. Mistakes were done by both players. Still a good game. Just like I said, to replace took us over 1 hour. The third game on Battle Marshes, played between Charlie in the upper position as Orks. He's playing versus the one and only SeleCT. A lot of people hated SeleCT back then, by the way, because he was using his race to full potential, even if there were bug abuse or something. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a bad thing. If you abuse bugs, it forces the developer to fix them ASAP. So I will not judge, at least. SeleCT was a top player. Even if he would play extremely fair, he'd show a very high level of play, thanks to his micro mostly. And for those who do not know, yeah, SeleCT was a Korean player. He's won the bigger tournaments in Vanilla, Dawn of War and Winter Assault. Later on he became very good in StarCraft 2 as well. And he was playing Warcraft 3 before Dawn of War as well. SeleCT, starting with Warp Spiders, jumps over these trees, or jumps over the wall, as I will say, and killed a squad of Slugger boys.
Strike quickly while our enemy slumbers.
Then jumps again and even manages to decap a listening post. I believe at this point Warp Spider opening already paid off. He's reinforcing the Warp Spiders now. Okay. We'll go and take a relic. Whoa, that's a quick move towards the relic. Goes to it even before this squad reaches a strategic point. will not delay control of the relic. Select already understand it's a very important thing to do, getting the relic, even if you capture them more slowly. So much damage early on by the Warp Spider squad. Players were saying it's risky to open with Warp Spiders because they are more expensive, so if your opponent would, for example, go for Warp Spider counter, I believe there were such builds, then Eldar would likely lose because he can only afford a Warp Spider squad and maybe something else. As you can see, SeleCT has only 2 Guardian squads and this squad. He cannot afford anything else. He's invested his resources in reinforcing the squad. It paid off, I'd say. He killed a Gretchen squad, a Slugger Boy squad, decapped a listening a strategic point. Very well done. At least the build seems to work on this map, thanks to terrain and Warp Spider's ability to jump. Another jump here, they get very high damage from the War Banner. We'll have to retreat. Oh, there's also an LP2 in here. Well done from Charlie. Starting to play defensively, he's also upgraded this listening post. 80 to 10 in calm. Big Mac is alive, full HP. Only one Slugger Boy left though for Charlie. He's got 2 banners up, and now Storm Boys. Storm Boys, the thing you need against Warp Spiders early on, I think. They can follow the Warp Spiders with their jumps and tie them up. I guess if you see the Warp Spiders build coming, you would go for fast Storm Boys. And for that you probably need barracks and 2 war banners. A second squad of Storm Boys, that's right. And Pylo guns now. 3 banners up actually for Charlie.
What do you know of war? Command me to build. We need to move.
You need something. What can we do for you?
Hello? Who's there?
We're ready.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. What would you have us do?
Some harass attempt with the Storm Boys from Charlie. 2 Warp Spider squads now out from SeleCT, Farseer and 2 Guardian squads. Once these units are fully upgraded, they are scary. Even if at the start they're just capping units, I mean the Guardians. Once you get the Warlocks and their abilities researched,
Guardian squad.
becomes a very powerful infantry squad. So no need to disregard them, you have to take care how to use them.
Command me to build. Strike quickly while our enemy slumbers.
2 relics under control for SeleCT now. He's in complete control of this game. He knows he's got the advantage. He's in a much better position, so he feels safe just idling for now. As soon as the Storm Boy is trying to harass, SeleCT would also with his Warp Spider jump go and stab them. Not much going on from Charlie's point of view.
What can we do for you?
3 Storm Boy squads. Oh wow, that's something new we see in vanilla.
What is it?
Storm Boy mass.
Boys is ready.
Using a squad of Storm Boys per squad of Warp Spiders might be good. Yeah, keep those Warp Spiders busy. Force your opponent to micro. That's when they start making mistakes. Well, if they are not experienced at least. Which is not the case here with SeleCT. Probably the most experienced Eldar along with AriXar at this point in time in vanilla. And there was also left, TOT left, which we'll probably see in action as well very soon. Another top Eldar player. As well as True.
Storm Boys is ready for a fight. We're ready.
Waiting here is but a phase of our existence.
LP2 upgraded in here. Farseer came to aid these Warp Spiders. And Charlie forced to retreat from here. He was losing too many Storm Boys. Forced to reinforce them. He probably cannot afford investing a requisition into the Storm Boys. And that's right, he's only got plus 80 in common requisition. He is tier 2. This looks pretty one-sided right now. In SeleCT's favor, of course, thanks to a massive map control advantage. Controls 2 relics, 0 for Charlie. I believe SeleCT is also tier 2 by now.
What can we do for you? We get the job done fast. What are you waiting for? This is like forever.
Charlie not allowing those Warp Spiders to shoot. Doing a good job here. Tying up the Warp Spiders with the Storm Boys. SeleCT decides to engage from the left. Goes in with his Farseer and casts Mind War on the big mech. Warp Spiders have the equipment, grenades which can be cast even to buildings and deal some insane damage. Warp Spider equipment can be cast to vehicles and buildings. Very powerful stuff. It's a tier 3 upgrade in Soulstorm, as I've said previously. Pylo guns goes down. That's one of the reasons you do not put it up front. You can't really defend with it. And if you place it like that, you better build a lot of banners around it and upgrade all of them. First war track is here from Charlie. He keeps those Warp Spiders busy on the other side. Still, the fight goes on two fronts right now. Looks like Charlie is losing control of his Storm Boys. Each time Warp Spiders jump, Storm Boys lose focus and they change it to the closest thing to them, I guess. So he lost quite a lot of Storm Boys in there. Something which he cannot afford. No anti-vehicle yet from SeleCT, besides the equipment of Warp Spiders. I believe he will cast those grenades into the war track. Three squads of Storm Boys still alive. Sadly, Charlie is not even trying to take the relics. He's lost a listening post in here, he lost the banner, the Pylo guns. It looks like he might be in a bad position. Now he lost the war track to the Warp Spider equipment, as I've said he would. However, SeleCT is being kept busy by all these mass of close combat units. Looks like he lost the Farseer. Not sure when he lost it. Was it on this engagement? I completely missed that. Select keeps jumping with his warp spiders. Each time he jumps, the greenskins lose focus. They change the focus. So if you're not fast enough to focus the warp spiders, you will keep losing those greenskins. Looks like a close fight right now in terms of army strength. Storm Boys, basically Storm Boys, Slugger Boys and Big Mech perfectly counter those warp spiders. However, SeleCT can afford to lose stuff. He's not really losing much, but he's got much higher economy. Even if he would lose a squad of warp spiders, it wouldn't be a big loss for him. He can easily recover, while Charlie can't really keep up with the reinforcement. He's investing all of his requisition into this fight. He has to keep it going. If he retreats, he knows he probably would lose the game. He will let Eldar regroup and go stronger into a counter-attack. Farseer is out again. Mind War cast on the Big Mech, almost half HP down from the Mind War alone. Sick ability. Another War Track is here. I believe SeleCT has the equipment on the Warp Spiders to cast it and destroy the War Track. Not a big problem. He's also produced a Bright Lens, which is perfect to deal with the vehicles. No morale for the Big Mech. Charlie keeps fighting in this base. He does not realize he cannot win this. If the Eldar runs away from his works, he cannot win the fight. Finally he realizes he's losing it and has to go back. And I'm sure he cannot recover after this. GG, that's right. He already gives up, although it's not over yet.
Shall I divine your next move?
SeleCT holds strong, now floating. Maybe he's saving for something. Yeah, saved requisition for support portal. Only one LP2 upgraded. Still similar to the playstyle in Soulstorm, economy wise. Eldar players usually do not upgrade economy a lot. At least when the games are so action-packed, you usually focus on micro and producing stuff all the time, rather than upgrading points. Another grenade and the war track goes down. Well done. The Brightlands got destroyed. It's infantry. War track big shooters deal easily with that sort of infantry. Can SeleCT stop 3 war tracks though without more bright lenses? I don't think so. He will be forced to retreat from here. Now SeleCT is making a mistake by being so greedy. Maybe he just does not want to give, does not want to allow work to build this post here. Loses a lot of warp spiders on this attack. Keeps work busy. Weird pathing caused all that Farseer, but nobody complained about pathing back then, as we can see. Well, some people complained, but it wasn't such a big thing that you would ban it from tournaments and stuff like that. People were getting used to this. Select is surprised. He's asking what the hell is happening. Maybe because those war tracks kept blocking his Farseer from retreat. I'm not sure what he means. One support portal, producing something, not much else. And oh boy, how do you stop 4 war tracks now? Maybe a fire prism. If he makes a fire prism now, it might be able to deal with the war tracks. This support portal should be cancelled. It was not finished. Now being repaired. Apparently it was finished. Now under the repair. Yeah, that's a fire prism, and it's great at destroying those war tracks. Well, I assume with this unit, Select should be able to win now. Big Mac is back to life. Hello. Jumps over the wall. Probably not a very good idea. Farseer meets him with a mind war. Now we will get chased by warp spiders as well. $99 to $40 economy on the Eldar side. Loads of warpway gates. 69 to 30 for Ork, almost 1000 bank on power. Nothing for Ork to really deal with this fire prism. What he needs is either upgraded weapons on the war tracks or Slugger Boy is upgraded with Tongue Buster weapon. Alright, so he's got now 3 war tracks upgraded to anti-vehicle. 1 fire prism down. This is a close match now. Fire prism should switch focus to this low HP thing. Looks like, yeah, the war tracks will eventually get destroyed. No way they can deal with this fire prism, and Select should also be jumping in here with his bone singers and repair. He can do that. More and more fire prisms. Guess there was no limit on fire prisms. Goes down, but so do the war tracks. What a close game now. Charlie gave up a bit early when he said GG. I mean, he thought he lost it. Maybe Select already started to chill at that point. A mistake. Never stop the game, even if your opponent says GG. They might be tricking you. Keep playing your best. Yeah, that's GG. Eventually Charlie now lost it for sure. He is surprised he lasted so long against the almighty Select. Yeah. Well played both. Very close. Charlie actually manages to kill more units. Whoa. Yeah, he definitely killed a lot of warp spiders. And he killed all those guardians as well. Superior economy for Select. 4,000 more resources. That's a big deal. And on tech, obviously Select was ahead. Not only on reinforced units, but also on research count, more upgrades. These unit upgrades we see here for Charlie were actually the weapons equipped to war tracks, I believe. Game 4, right? This time Alien left, or just left. Alien was the sponsor back then.
Command me to build.
Kept these players motivated to keep playing Dawn of War.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
I will try to cover some tournaments from vanilla as well. At least partially the replays I will find. Not necessarily the whole tournament. Third game on fourth game on Deadman's Crossing. A huge map could make for a 2v2 or 3v3 map easily. In the top left position, top right actually, and in the lower left we've got Turrican, something like that. And he also was a very good Eldar, so this is a Eldar mirror for the Eldar players. It should be an interesting match. Thank God they have different color schemes. It will be easy to distinguish their units in the fights. Left opens with 2 Guardians,
Naturally.
Farseer, and 2 Bone Singers.
Command me to build.
From Turrican we've got Warp Spider opening, what SeleCT did in the previous game. Expensive stuff. You can only afford 1 squad of Warp Spiders. Could be risky. They get tied up by the Farseer. They did not even manage to kill the Guardian squad. Good save from left. Got here in time with his Farseer to tie up the enemy squad. Won't allow them to shoot and deal damage.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you.
Yes. Quickly, take us to the back.
The second Guardian squad got here also to defend. This should be reinforced. Looks like it will die anyway, yeah. The jump from the Warp Spider is definitely annoying, and left now loses both of his Guardians. That's where the things could change. The enemy Farseer is also here. Apparently you could also afford the Farseer quite fast after the Warp Spiders. Here comes left's Warp Spider, so it's a mirror of the same unit types now. It's a matter of micromanagement at this point. Half HP down almost for left's Farseer, full HP for Turrican. No listening posts, no listening shrines being built, while Turrican is busy fighting here. A bit of a slow reaction from him. So he floated. Big deal now, his squad of Warp Spiders lost morale. Left manages to upgrade the listening post. And now it won't be easy for Turrican to fight under this enemy listening post. He might be forced to retreat. More stuff being produced in the aspect portal. And left will manage to push back his opponent. Well done. I wonder what he's producing. Left was much faster with building his listening shrines, by the way. Better multitask, perhaps. Adds the second generator, his floating requisition, and he produced the second squad of warp spiders. Despite having slower reaction with building the listening shrines, Turrican actually has a much higher economy, 85 to 10. That's because he's already controlling a relic and will soon control the critical location, if left will not stop him from capturing that point. Left's Farseer about to die in here, and so Turrican almost lost a squad of warp spiders. A close fight in here, somewhat greedy from Turrican, a greedy fight under that LP2. Might have been a mistake, and now he will lose the Farseer as well. Left definitely coming on top now with a massive advantage in army, strength, army size. However, Turrican already builds the Soul Shrine, has 2 webway gates, a better economy, and I wonder what he's producing in these webway gates. Maybe some shuriken platforms. They are very good anti-infantry. Left realizing he's got massive advantage now, there's nothing left for Turrican to stop these warp spiders. Decides to go in and destroy this Eldar outpost, 2 webway gates down. Will take down the listening shrine and maybe even the generator. Very well done. Reproduce the Guardians, has to take control of the map with something, and Guardians are best at that. Now looks like Turrican will lose both of his outer points and maybe even the relic. 4 Bone Singers, he still did not build the listening shrine on that point. I'm not sure what left means by abuse. Maybe his playstyle. Okay, Seer Council is out. Farseer full HP for Turrican. Wonder what will happen next.
How can I help?
Soul Shrine up for left as well. He's adding the Shuriken Cannon platform. Anti-infantry, slows down the enemy infantry and deals damage. Very slow Seer Council, they have to activate Fleet of Foot ASAP. They deal more damage without the Fleet of Foot, but they can't really reach the enemy squads if they run so slow, so activating Fleet of Foot until you get to the enemy squad at least would be a good idea, or Turrican might not have that researched yet. There's a Shuriken platform.
My powers are yours now.
Oh, they move so slow in the negative cover, but they can activate speed boost and retreat faster, if I recall correctly. Move faster. Floating from left, weird. He probably gathers some requisition for the aspect portal. Having a fire prism now would be great. Does not have enough power though. Builds 1 more generator. produces something in the aspect portal. Another counter-attack in here from the red Eldar. Very tough fight though under this LP2. Apparently Seer Council is not so resistant to ranged damage in vanilla. Maybe they have some upgrades which would make them more durable, otherwise it does not seem a very good unit. A lot of units again lost by Turrican in this fight. Not sure why he even was fighting. Should have stopped here. And loses most of his army again. $92 to $30 economy for left. He keeps floating. Only Farseer from Turrican produces something again in the front web brigade, or researches something perhaps. Whatever he does, it won't get out. Or this might be the default animation. This light, although it seemed too bright, looks as though something is being researched or produced. Finally, Dark Reapers being added to the party.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
Not a very popular unit in vanilla, since you could make Warp Spiders in tier 1, Dark Reapers had a lower priority. And from what I recall, they had setup time, like Fire Warriors now in Soulstorm. And Dark Crusades.
We are the Destroyer's agents on this plane.
Again, left looks in a much better position. 92 to 30 economy against 68 to 30 for Turrican. Again, he's remade the Seer Council now with Fleet of Foot activated. And only one squad, a second one just got out of Warp Spiders. Goes in and tries to stop left from further movement into his base. However, looks like left will win also this one quite easily. He's used Farseer's ability on the Warp Spiders, which allow them to deal more damage, improves accuracy of the squad.
The future is clouded and uncertain.
No morale for the Seer Council. Well, kinda one-sided, I'd say. Looks like left is definitely more experienced, at least judging by this game alone. Too many mistakes were done, too many bad decisions from Turrican. He had a very good start though.
We live to move.
Well, no way he can stop left now. A pretty one-sided mirror matchup, not the best thing to see, but still. Hopefully the next mirrors we'll see will be better, and we'll watch at least one or two more mirrors. Turrican does not give up. Sadly, nothing for him to do. Looks like Seer Council definitely was a waste. No chances if you rely on that unit in the matchup. Massing warp spiders and maybe even making vehicles would be much better than the Seer Council. I assume it's a very expensive squad. Well played by left, not so well by Turrican. Experienced Eldar players should be able to put up a much better fight. His early game was okay though. Game 5. We'll see left versus select. On meeting of minds. On the right hand side position, a left. Builds aspect portal generator, 2 guardians, 2 bone singers. Same stuff being done by select on the left hand side. Pitch black color scheme with a touch of dark blue. Interesting. And a chaos banner.
We are here to fulfill our duty.
Warp spiders from left. Already used one jump, I assume. Going towards select base. Nothing here to attack or decap. And this listening shrine is already finished.
Quickly, take us to the battle. Take the battle.
Same done by select on the right side. However, he reinforced his warp spiders unlike left. He invests resources. I assume reinforcing warp spiders is very expensive.
We are here to fulfill our duty.
Looks like select was expecting warp spiders from left. He is being careful with his guardians.
Command me to build. Waiting here is but a phase of our existence.
Does not want to lose that guardian squad to enemy warp spiders.
We are shaped by fate.
Even the bone singer is almost into the enemy base. Instead of reinforcing the warp spiders, left decides to produce the Farseer, and this might be a much better option. Good job with the warp spiders in here. Almost killed that squad of guardians, killed a bone singer, and already looks like left dealt more damage. He's also getting a listening post from select's side. A critical location almost under control for select. He gave up on this point completely, even if there are no enemies around.
Strike quickly while our enemy slumbers.
Must be definitely scared of those enemy warp spiders. Two squads of warp spiders now from left and Farseer. Only one squad of warp spiders from SeleCT. And Farseer as well. Casts her Psychic Storm. And Mind Walk. Kills a few warp spiders for left.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Good jump in here from SeleCT. Kills left's Guardian squad. Man, this might have been extremely annoying playing mirrors in vanilla with these early game warp spiders jumps. One bad jump and it could be game. Everything happens so fast and so sudden.
Nothing is hidden from my sight.
Second warp spider squad from SeleCT. Two top Eldar players in vanilla. No way any of them will give up. They will try their best. So far so good. Left is in a very good position compared to SeleCT, at least economy wise. 62 to 10 for our black Eldar. 74 to 10. Not much better for left. Quite low. He does not control the relic. And if SeleCT will decap this, it will be about the same economy.
Naturally, I knew you would have I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
As much as I do not like mirror matchups, especially Eldar mirrors, it's still interesting to see how this was played in vanilla. So much different compared to Soulstorm. In Soulstorm we'd see similar action in tier 2.5, accompanied by vehicles of course and Harlequins. In vanilla, however, this mess starts in tier 1.
How can I help?
Looks like SeleCT slowly is getting on top in this fight. Oh boy. He's having more warp spiders now, plus one warp spider for left without morale. That means he cannot deal any damage. Has to be careful with those. And I assume SeleCT's micro here is slightly better. The reason he wins this fight. Yeah, one squad for left is down. What an unexpected outcome, because left at some point was ahead. He had a much bigger army, with two warp spiders, Farseer, when SeleCT only had Farseer and warp spiders. Oh boy, what a comeback from the black Eldar. Unexpected. Now he will use the warp spiders to get a strategic point. That might be a mistake. Will allow left to recover slowly. Okay, he decided to bring them back. Might be too late now. He is retreating. And on this retreat might lose a lot of warp spiders. Loses morale. A bad thing to happen. A third squad of warp spiders now brought in by SeleCT. Man, this is so intense. They've been fighting like non-stop for about 3-4 minutes, or almost since the very beginning actually. The action has not stopped for a second. They need some rest.
Guardian squad ready. We usher the day.
The future seems so
SeleCT lost his Farseer, but he's got one more squad of warp spiders. Looks like left is about to make a comeback, thanks to the Farseer. 74 to 30. All the resources are being invested into reinforcements of the warp spiders. Left starts to float on power. Upgraded one listening post, a listening shrine. And SeleCT losing this fight. He lost morale on his warp spiders and forced to jump back until the Farseer comes back, at least. 80 to 20 economy now for SeleCT. He is getting ahead in economy now slowly. Finally he took control of the relic and this strategic point. And looks like we have got more Black Eldar around here. Left better retreat from here. Also more HP for SeleCT's Farseer. Yeah, that's right, left forced to retreat once again. Very close back and forth action packed until now. 10 minutes in. Soul Shrine has been placed. The sad part is left did not care to take the relic, and this critical location completely gave up on those. Finally he made a Guardian squad again. Maybe we'll use those to get the points. He realized he can't really win it if he does not take control of his own points at least. He's lost the fight twice now. What a nice jump in here, and the Guardian squad will die soon after it gets out. And the sad part is you cannot even prevent this thing from happening. Or maybe you can if you keep all of your army around the Guardians to defend it. Left's army was on the other side. Now SeleCT, feeling confident, goes into left's base and will try to end this game right here, right now. Won't happen, he's losing the Farseer, and that means SeleCT will have to retreat because one of his warp spiders will be continuously tied up by the Farseer. That's right, left will manage to push him back out of his base.
Quickly, take us to the battle. What do you know of war?
68 to 30 economy for left.
Strike quickly while our enemy slumbers.
So much lower compared to SeleCT's economy, and he's also behind in tech. No Soul Shrine for left. It's up for SeleCT now.
Quickly, take us to the battle.
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
What do you know of war? Quickly, take us to the battle.
SeleCT's problem now is a bigger army size on left and Farseer. Okay.
The future seems so clear.
Still should be doable, this fight for SeleCT. If he's got any upgrades from the Soul Shrine, like armor and optics, he should get ahead in this fight, unless he will mess up with his microcontrol. Left manages to destroy one of his listening shrines and maybe will decap it. Soul Shrine halfway done for left as well. Still, he's 2 points short compared to SeleCT, now 1, but there's also a critical location in control for SeleCT. Same now for... no, 2 critical locations. I thought it was captured by left, no. It was SeleCT's Guardians in there. So much better at map control. 140-30 now. 70-40-30 for left. Floating a bit on power. About the same army size. Left was slightly behind with the Soul Shrine. Now it's about decision making, I believe. Will that be a support portal for left? Looks like he's gathering resources for something.
What do you know of war?
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Shadowy death.
Now that's a risky position for SeleCT. He might get trapped. He should be able to escape with the jumps, but the Farseer might be in a bad position. I mean the left's army. SeleCT jumps from behind. Left can escape with a jump if he wishes. Will he though? Looks like they want to commit and fight. 2 squads from SeleCT lose morale. How in the world did that happen? Probably because of the Psychic Storm. And in this case, SeleCT will lose the fight. No morale for 2 squads. Time to retreat. What an outcome. So unexpected. Yeah, too bad they lost morale. That forces SeleCT to retreat. He's floating now. Instead of floating, should have built the aspect portal, the support portal. My brain is melting from this game. I confused the players now and now even the buildings. Building names. I think I will make a break after this game and then continue. Thankfully I can pause the recording. Left goes in, trying to take down the Soul Shrine. And now SeleCT left without resources. He's building the support portal but won't have bank to produce a fire prism, I assume. Yeah, one mistake like that and it can cost you the game, even if you've had advantage for the most part, as I believe SeleCT was ahead up until the point when he lost morale on 2 squads on this side. He really was ahead. I have no idea how left managed to do that. Probably the Farseer's ability. And maybe some bad positioning of warp spiders from SeleCT. 4 warp spider squads now from left here. That's right, you had no limit on this unit type as well, by the look of it.
What would you have us do?
Victory countdown has begun.
And why would you even build the Soul Shrine, I mean the support portal, if you can equip warp spiders with grenades, anti-vehicle stuff, anti-building, and just mask them up like that? 5 squads of warp spiders. No way SeleCT can win this now. Unfortunate for him.
We are shadowy death.
He is dead. The first defeat for SeleCT in this video series. I told you we're about to see defeats as well. Nobody is unbeatable.
6 minutes until taken hold victory.
Yeah, desperate situation right now. Select does not want to give up.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it to know.
Builds webway gates. Overextending at this point. He's a dead man. Maybe he hopes the fire prism will change something. I'm not sure if left's warp spiders have those grenades equipped yet. If he does, he should be able to deal with a fire prism. Looks like for now he wants to retreat. He does not have the grenades. Now jumps in and throws them. Looks like they've just got researched. One grenade cast. Another jump. Another grenade. One more grenade and the fire prism goes down. Such an unusual game, but still entertaining. Warp spider mirror all game long. Until this very moment when the fire prism got out. If only Select made it faster. GG. Definitely. Well played both. I think Select outplayed left for the most of the game until one bad battle happened at Select's relic. Two of his warp spider squads lost morale in the fight. And from that point he started to lose his base and lose the game. Very close on units killed. 17 buildings destroyed by left, only one by Select. I believe that was a listening shrine. Even on economies it was very close. And on tech, very close as well. Well done by left, what can I say? Alright, I'll make a short break now, then we'll continue. Alright, time to continue with the show. Another Eldar mirror, I believe, this time again. On Blood River in the lower left position, we've got left. And True in the top right. I think True was his clanmate. They definitely knew each other. True immediately jumps into his opponent's base. They probably did not know the races even of each other. Three Bone Singers from True, Aspect Portal Generator, two Guardians I believe, and Warp Spiders again, not sure. True's Bone Singers almost killed Left's Bone Singer, but now is 1 against 2 and has to retreat. Interesting move with that one. True keeps being aggressive, but I believe he will lose the Bone Singer. Trying to win some time does not allow left to build this listening shrine as fast as he could. Two Guardians out from left. And warp spiders. From True, however, we have a different opening. It's Farseer first after 2 Guardians. No warp spiders. Well, Farseer should be able to tie up a squad of warp spiders once they waste their jumps. But still risky, I'd say. Has to be very careful and defend the Guardians with the Farseer. Mind War cast into 1 warp spider, almost killed it. Bone Singer down for True, the second one lost. And here go True's warp spiders. Now he's got the advantage, Farseer and warp spider squad against warp spiders alone. Nice Psychic Storm cast right into the negative cover, forces left to retreat. Well done. Left trying in the meantime to take 2 relics. Not sure if he will succeed with this one. True's Guardians will not allow to take it so easily. Time for the warp spiders. So with Farseer's ability, under that spell they deal more damage. And managed to kill Left's Guardian squad.
Strike quickly while our
A
enemy
squad of Wolf Spider is up, another one taking the relic here, a squad of Guardians I mean. And something else is being produced, I believe the Farseer in the Aspect Portal. Another squad of Guardians killed by True's Warp Spiders on the other relic. Well done with these jumps. 2 squads of Warp Spiders from True. 62 to 10 economy. This relic halfway captured this one, getting decapped from left. And looks like left is in a worse position right now. 74 to 10 economy, only Farseer and the squad of warp spiders alive. Both Guardian squads got killed. 1 LP2 up. For True we've got lower economy but a much stronger army. At least he outnumbers left right now. And he's already building the Soul Shrine. Does not want to upgrade Listening Shrines. Prioritizes the Soul Shrine. The relic has been captured as well. Should build the Listening Shrine in there. With the help of the Farseer we'll manage to push back left from here through the negative cover again. Well done so far by True. If you're interested to watch more games from True, I've recorded some tournament games of True a few years ago in Dark Crusades. Some German Community Cup, if I'm not mistaken, in which True dominated.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
What do you know of war?
So far so good for True. He is controlling the map, he is controlling the game even.
Strike quickly while our enemy slumbers.
Left somewhat upset. What abuse does he mean? I am not sure what are they talking about. True defends himself.
The future seems
Quickly
so
take us
clear.
to the battle. We live to move. Strike quickly.
Maybe they mean listening posts placed on the strategic points. I have no idea, to be honest. I missed something. Might have missed something in here. Not sure what abuse they're talking about. Bad microcontrol with this Warp Spider squad from left. He lost almost all the members from that squad. 3 left.
Nothing is hidden from my sight.
Boy, these jumps. Aren't they annoying?
What needs to be done?
To
70, 40, 20 economy at this point. True floating a bit. 70, 40, 20 for left and also floating. They play almost identically. Looks like a clone of each other. In terms of play, same units, same floats, same buildings even. The only difference was True started with Farsia and Left started with a Warp Spider squad.
Quickly, take us to the battle. All Eldar.
Alright. What will follow? A Shuriken cannon platform from True.
Quickly, take us to the battle.
Won't be easy for True to break through this LP2 here. Maybe with a Brightlands platform would have been easier, rather than a Shuriken platform. True is engaging under the LP2, very risky. Left jumps from the river, tries to surround the enemy's warp spiders, and he succeeds. At least seemed like he was winning the fight for a while until this Psychic Storm was cast. True is forced to retreat anyway. There are 3 Warp Spider squads now from a left. He just lost a squad and back to 2 Warp Spider squads. Same for True. However, he has to be careful with this squad. Probably doesn't have the jump. Squad almost dead. Yeah, it won't retreat alive. Very low economy game here from both sides. They don't care too much about their economy, they rather focus on being aggressive from what I see. And invest all the resources in reinforcements and infantry. Still floating. Both of them floating, not so much float from True. He started producing these platforms. But Left comes on top again in this fight by the look of it. He's got the Farseer alive, 2 squads of Warp Spiders. From True, 3 platforms now, 2 Shuriken platforms and a Brightlands platform. Looks like True will win this anyway. It was very close though, very close. Left's Farseer still alive. 80 to 30 economy now for True. Gets better slowly. 70, 40, 20 for Left. The same as it was about 5 minutes ago. A squad of Dark Reapers is out. I believe Dark Reapers were a good counter for the Warp Spiders, if I'm not mistaken. They also deal good damage to platforms. The fight on this side still going on, and looks like Left never gave up in here. He kept fighting and will eventually win now with the support of these Dark Reapers. Now he only lacks a squad of Guardians to capture the relic and critical locations. He can afford Guardians. He's floating a lot. Over 400 requisition float for a few minutes now. Consistently floating over 400 requisition. How is that even possible? And he's even winning with this float. Bad unit choice from True or what? Making these platforms, they probably hadn't paid off yet. Yeah, the damage to the Dark Reapers from Warp Spiders is not so high. One moment. I have to increase the scroll rate a bit for the mouse. It's way too slow. Yeah, better now. Another attempt here from True to go into the river point. The LP2 got destroyed. Well done. Has to be careful now with the Farsi. Half HP down already.
Waiting here is but a phase of AriXar.
Ties up the Dark Reapers with the Farsi. I could have jumped with the Warp Spiders into the enemy squad and tie it up as well, but it would have been too risky. Again. True trying to play it safe. Almost getting close to left's HQ. Can he keep it up with this aggression? 62 to 20 economy now for left. Warp Spider Squad, Dark Reapers and Farsi for left. 2 Warp Spider Squads and 3 Brightlands platforms for True. Not much else. This is anti-vehicle. Oh wait, these are Shuriken platforms and only 1 Brightlands. Man, they do look similar. The length of the weapon on the Brightlands is a bit longer. That's the only difference I can see. A Shuriken platform as well added by left. He's going into True's base. We'll try to take this LP2 down. Loses a lot of Warp Spiders. Shuriken platforms focused both Warp Spiders and Dark Reapers and succeeded. Managed to kill them. Left added the Seer Council. Not sure how he could afford them. Farseer's alive. More HP for True's Farseer though. 3 Shuriken platforms in here and a Brightlands. So True basically has anti-everything and he's got better map control, 98 to 30. Produces something in the support portal now as well. 68 to 24 left. Much worse economy-wise and a weaker army as well, I believe.
The time for war is nigh.
On the next counter-attack it might be over for left. Falcon was made.
Strike quickly while our enemy slumbers.
A squad of Warp Spiders back to life.
Just as Falcon brought an Aris to Eldanesh, we bring warriors to the front.
Yeah, very low economy for left. He's suffered pretty much the whole game in terms of economy. Still, it was close at some point when they fought on this side. Very close fights with almost identical economy. True, however, is in a much better spot right now. Decides to go into attack from 2 sides, distracting the enemy with this Falcon from the left, and through the river with the rest of his army. Goes in. Dark Reapers in the negative cover. Left does not bother to microwave them. He's probably gave up by this point. Realized he cannot stop this bunch of platforms and even Falcons. No anti-vehicle from left. GG. True coming on top in this game. Somewhat one-sided in the end, but still a good game. So, left manages to beat SeleCT in the previous game. True manages to beat left in this game. More and more Falcons. Nothing to stop this Falcon mass. Only if left would have had a bunch of Brightlands platforms. He couldn't afford them, however. True one is to kill more units. He was dominating in the end on both military and resources. Even technology, 3 unit upgrades for True, 3 research counts, same as left. More units reinforced for left also. He invested most of his resources in warp spiders. Time for another matchup. We've watched 2 or 3 Eldar mirrors. I lost count. Another game on Outer Reaches, WC Sleign, somewhat familiar already with this guy, Chaos player. He also played Orks in vanilla. Versus Corpse on the right. We already know Corpse from the very first vanilla video I did about 1 or 2 years ago. Corpse was featured in that video. No generator here on Chaos, only 2 cultists, produces something in the Chaos Temple. I wonder what it is. 2 Slugger Boys now from Corpse, 1 Warbanner, and only 1 squad, no, 2 squads of Gretchens, and the 3rd squad of Slugger Boys got out. Goes to check the enemy with this one. Big Mech out as well. And builds a 2nd banner. By the look of it, Corpse is planning to play aggressively and maybe reinforce some Orks.
Yes, Lord. I see with purpose.
Yes, Master.
How can I serve?
Your will.
I see with purpose.
First generator got placed in here on the left for Chaos. And he's getting outnumbered. That's the risk when you build a generator. If your opponent will rush early game, you could be in danger. Only 44 in common requisition for now. Plus 10 on power. Well, thanks to that generator he might be able to upgrade an LP2. Chaos Lord almost stuck in there. Thanks to the disruption, now he manages to escape. Very low HP though, 2/3 of HP down. Another hit, more disruptions on the Slugger Boys. And Corpse is playing very aggressively, like a true Ork. A lot of reinforced Slugger Boys.
How can I serve?
44-0. Economy for Corpse. Oh boy, that reminds me of another game we observed in the previous video. I forgot the name of the player. Another Ork player that played very similarly to this style. It might have been Corpse's Smurf actually, but I could be wrong, of course. If I'm not mistaken, it was Anaconda, the nickname of the Orc player, up against Chaos, up against a Chaos player also. It could have been Sleign, it could have been another one. Manages to get one more point from his side, Corpse. 50-0 economy now on the 4th minute, that's very low. 56-10, slightly better for Chaos. He's got better map control. As the heavy bolters and grenades on the cultists, well done. Now with that firepower, he should manage to push back these works from his base. A lot of works though. Has to be careful with the Chaos Lord, do not lose it. Distracting the works or fighting a Slugger Boy squad with a Chaos Lord might be a good idea. Big mech attached to the Slugger Boy squad does not receive any damage yet. However, a lot of Slugger Boys are dying. Orcs getting outnumbered right now. And looks like Corpse is losing this fight, definitely. He had to retreat. Most of the Slugger Boys killed already, only Big Mech left. On a good amount of HP. Warping away from here could have been wise and save the Slugger Boys. 56-0 for Chaos now. Floats a bit on requisition. Should rebuild the generators. 56-10 for Orcs. Now Orcs economy a bit higher thanks to one extra generator. Didn't care to take this point yet. Still, Chaos is ahead, I'd say, thanks to the armory and weapons equipped on cultists and heavy bolters on the Chaos Marines. Chaos Lord is alive as well. His weapon hasn't been upgraded yet. It's not glowing in yellow yet. I believe that's how it looks when it's upgraded. A glowing power scythe.
What do you want? You need something fixed?
What now, Corpse? He's invested most of his resources in that rush. And he lost most of those Slugger Boys. Didn't really achieve much with that attack, besides delaying Chaos economy. But even with about the same economy or even lower economy, Chaos manages to come on top with the help of the armory now. And can fight back the Orc aggression. Squad of cultists dying in there. LP1 in the middle will get destroyed. And that will be plus 50 income now for Corpse. I do not know what he has to do now to make a comeback. Maybe like that, distracting and winning time with a big mech. Overextending. Don't allow Chaos to go into your base. That might be the right thing to do. And Sleign does not build this far strategic points with listening posts. Now he sends his heretics in there by the look of it. Oh, what a jump. Finds these heretics and will kill both of them. So lucky for Corpse. Very good jump right here with a big mech. Forced now to retreat anyway. The squad is hunted by 3 Chaos Space Marines with bolters. No chance they can win in this fight. A lot of shooter boys dying during the retreat.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
Corpse now sending the Slugger boys towards the top side of the map and will decap one of Slane's strategic points. 56 to 10 still economy, very low economy for Orks and even lower for Chaos. Not much lower. Now that this gets decapped, it will be even worse though. 2 listening posts were not finished. Sleign struggling building them up. Nob leader almost dead. Tanked a lot of damage, about time that he dies. Another jump right into the heretics. What is this, man? Corpse is really lucky with these jumps. He's actually jumping to... Both times he jumped to save the big mech and a squad, and both times he found heretics right in the spot he jumps.
What do you want?
Oh boy, how did he even hit tier 2 with this economy? 62 to 10. 3 Slugger boy squads with the nob leaders even. How can you afford all that with such a low economy? I wonder. Good job from Corpse. Mech shop more than halfway built up already. I believe he can get out some war tracks even with with 40 population cap, with 3 banners I mean. Build 1 more generator, it will be required. And 1 more banner. For a limit, probably. Chaos looks like he's tier 2 by the shape of the HQ. Yeah, this is a tier 2. 3 Chaos Marine squads with heavy bolters. 4 heavy bolters in each squad. And 3 grenades for the cultist squad. That's some insane firepower there for the Chaos Marines. A 4th squad got produced. Finally he's taking this strategic point that he lost earlier in his base. Got decapped a long time ago by Corpse. 2 Mad Dogs out. Much necessary unit in here. 3 Mad Dogs. 1 Mad Dog per squad. Perfect. And now even a war track. There is no anti-vehicle from Sleign. If only... Oh! There is anti-vehicle. This is the 4th squad was equipped with anti-vehicle weapons. Well done. Forgot this is possible. A Mad Dog gets killed in there. Another squad losing the morale, but can still survive for a while under the Mad Dog's spell. Scares off a bit those heretics, forces Sleign to go back and regroup. 1 war track only for now. Not a very well organized attack by Orks though, the least I could say. Should have attack with all the units at once, including the war track. It has been idling for some time. Big mech dead. Looks like the anti-vehicle squad of Marines also got killed. This was the last model that just died. No anti-vehicle now from Chaos. Cultist killed by another war track from the top side. Good economy though for Chaos, much better compared to Orks' economy. He can recover. Another squad with Chaos Marines. Got equipped with anti-vehicle weapons. He should be good. 98 to 10 income against 68 to 20. And Corpse is left with just one war track. He's lost the Big Mac, lost all of his Slugger boys, and now even on a lower economy. Glorious victory for Chaos. No way now Orks can do a comeback. Impossible. 3 anti-infantry squads along with the Chaos Lord, although it's quite low HP, and 2 anti-vehicle squads. Very well done. More and more Chaos Marines coming out. Also equipped with anti-vehicle weapons. Yeah, Reap work. I don't see him being able to push back this bunch of heretics now.
You need something fixed? What are you waiting for? This is Saga forever. What is it? The duck is in! What yours? Yeah?
Loses a point in here and slowly Chaos pushing into his base. We'll also lose this one. 55 to 20 income.
I got just what you need!
No need to go in just yet. This infantry would die immediately from that bunch of bolters. Chaos Marines only from Sleign.
4 minutes until control area victory.
Just like the Space Marine squads, a very universal unit. There goes Corpse trying to engage and push back the heretics from his base. You either do that or die trying. The second is about to happen in here. No chances for Orks in this fight. He's badly outnumbered. There's much more DPS from the Chaos Infantry. Well done by Chaos, what can I say? Definitely knew what he's doing, and now he's even floating. He can recover even if he loses a lot of infantry. Or he could build more generators and machine pit. Defilers are perfect against Orks. Big Mac dead. And that's it. Well, at least Corpse tried. Good aggression early. GG. Sleign killing twice as much compared to Corpse. Almost 100 greenskins died in this battle alone. Higher economy for Sleign, 1000 ahead. And Sleign was also ahead in tech, more research count, a lot more unit upgrades. Work only reinforced more units. And did a war track, which a war track or 2 or maybe 3. which were easily destroyed by the Marines with missile launchers. Another sweet game on this huge map. In the lower left position, AriXar with Space Marines. Already watched plenty of games from this guy, and this trend won't stop anytime soon. We're about to see a lot more from him, I believe, in the next videos.
What is your wish? Great.
And again Sleign on in the upper right hand side position. Space Marine versus Chaos.
We will serve you, and in return, grant us the
This is something that never gets old. Always feels good to watch this matchup, in no matter which expansion. It's so natural to see the heretics fighting against their most hated enemy.
anything for the great powers.
Interesting build from AriXar, starts with Assault Marines by the look of it. Chapel Barracks and Armory. Ari is saying he's trying something new. I believe this Assault Marines tactic he means.
I await your instructions.
Scouts awaiting orders.
No generator from Sleign. Chaos Lord is out, and a squad of Chaos Marines.
Cross me.
My life is forfeit.
Yeah, that's right, that's Assault Marines from AriXar. Fast Assault Marines, looks like the second squad is coming out.
Heresy grows from idleness. Faith is our shield.
A very good unit, both early game and even mid game. When you equip them with grenades, they can destroy vehicles or harass enemy base, destroy some listening posts, or maybe even barracks or armory of the enemy. The downside of this build, I assume, would be if you get rushed, you're in trouble. It takes a while for the Assault Marines to produce. If you make two squads, it means you won't have enough to place listening posts fast enough, so you might have a bad start. However, on this huge map, this opening feels very good. Nevertheless, Sleign decided to go into the enemy base. He won't even bother and stop to decap these points. He will just go for his base on counter harass. He won't chase the Assault Marines around the map, instead just go and do the same damage to those units who can simply jump away from you. In that case, these are the listening posts, maybe the enemy barracks and armory. Now that's a bad idea to fight Assault Marines in close combat with the Chaos Marines. They will definitely lose. Not sure if this was destroyed. 74 economy income for Sleign will get to 68. Good decap in there. On the other side, Sleign also managed to take down enemy's listening post. Looks like he even manages to win the fight in here. One squad of assault marines lost morale. Both AriXar's mistake, in my opinion, is fighting the Chaos Lord with the assault marines up close. Bad decision. Assault marines losing morale. He should have ignored the Chaos Lord and attacked the Chaos Marines instead. Or just go and harass enemy base. No need to fight the Chaos Lord.
Yes, Lord?
74-0 economy here for the Space Marines. 56-10 for Sleign. He almost finished his armory. Heretic got spotted by assault marines. Will probably die. Heretic dead. Chaos lost 2 points. Trying to capture them again. Was this a misclick? Looks like it.
At your command.
Two squads of assault marines alive from AriXar. Took control of the relic now. We'll probably build the listening post on it. He can afford it right after this one.
Yes, my lord.
No need to delay. Chaos Marine squad almost down. Killed even on the move by the assault marines. And it dies. No escape. 3 more squads of Chaos Marines though were produced. And Sleign can afford even more of them. With the armory up, he will be able to equip them with heavy bolters. And I believe frag grenades were not available in vanilla yet. Not on the Chaos Marines, not on Space Marines. I've never seen them used from these squads yet in all the replays that I've watched. So the upgrade probably was not included in this expansion, in this original game, I mean. AriXar was outnumbered in here. He had to jump away with his assault marines until he made a 3rd squad. Now he can tie all these Chaos Space Marines in close combat. Can easily fight and push them back. Even if they have heavy bolters equipped, they won't be able to deal any damage to the assault marines. And looks like the Chaos Lord got killed as well. I don't see the Chaos Lord, probably dead. Raptors added by Sleign. I bet he's annoyed by all that bunch of assault marines, so he decides to add raptors to the party. At least some mobility in trying to keep up with assault marines jumps. And even adds flamers to a raptor squad. Never a good idea to chase assault marines like that. You won't catch them. It's a waste of time. The best thing you can do in this scenario is probably go and harass your enemy base. No need to hunt the jumping units. Chaos Marines cannot keep up with that, only if there would be a Rhino maybe. Without a Rhino it's a waste of time.
I am here to lead you.
And doing that with these Raptors is not a good idea either, because Raptors get badly outnumbered and would easily lose the fight versus this Assault Marine mass in here. Another listening post destroyed for Chaos. AriXar keeps him busy, running in circles around his base and harassing economy slowly. I can't even imagine how annoyed Sleign was in this game. To some degree it's also his mistake that he does not go into the enemy base with all of his infantry. Chaos Marines, Raptors, Chaos Lord, just go into your enemy base and try to destroy it as fast as you can. No tier 2 for the Space Marine by the look of it. 92 to 10 economy. AriXar only has these 3 squads of Assault Marines, which means if Sleign decides to go into Space Marine's base, he would win the game, because if Assault Marines go back to defend, they would lose the fight. Chaos Army right now is much stronger. They just cannot catch these Assault Marines. 74 to 10 now for Sleign. Much higher requisition income for AriXar. And now the things have changed. A 4th squad of Assault Marines is out. 2 LP2s have been upgraded. So AriXar can definitely defend this entry to his base now. Won't be as easy as it could have been a few minutes ago. If Sleign decided to go into his enemy base, would have been much more easier. Compared to now, won't even be possible. Decaps is relic in here. Not a big loss for a Space Marine. He's got higher economy anyway. And only Assault Marines. Why not, if you can destroy even vehicles with them? No surgeons. Could you even add surgeons to the squads in vanilla? I don't see them. I saw no bleeders on Slugger Boys, but no surgeons so far on Chaos Marines, Space Marines or Assault Marines. Sleign still decides to go in and fight under 2 LP2s. Definitely a bad decision. All of his units get tied up in here. Well, most of the Chaos Marines get tied up. They can't shoot properly. Plus he's also outnumbered and fights under 2 LP2s. Bad decision making from Sleign. He was running out of patience, it seems. He will pay the cost with his defeat. Chaos Lord surrounded, can't retreat properly and gets killed. Yeah, I guess that's it. Well played by AriXar, kept Sleign busy until he made a stronger army.
Scouts in position.
I've already mentioned Slane's bad decision making, not going into Space Marines base for the second time. He only tried once, and after he failed once, then he decided to only hunt the Assault Marines. He had the chances to go into AriXar's base and destroy it faster. Somewhere in the mid-game. 2 Melta bombs cast into that Chaos Temple and got destroyed within seconds by Assault Marines. Oh yeah, Sleign spitting some facts out. On the forum, AriXar mentioned that this is a very annoying build. So now he's trying it out, annoying his opponents. He wants to make a point here. Well, I doubt anyone cares how someone else is playing unless he's abusing bugs or cheating. Play however you want. As long as you do not abuse bugs or cheat, I don't mind what tactics or what build you use. That would be such a stupid thing to do. Anyone has the right to play however he desires. 63 units killed by AriXar. Sleign kills 56. Quite close on military, but Sleign did some bad decisions, as I've already mentioned. Could have done much better. And the last game for today. Our videos for vanilla getting longer and longer. Only the first one I've done almost 2 years ago was over 4 hours long, almost 5 hours from what I recall. But it was the first video for vanilla, it had to be long.
Here to serve.
Last game for today's video on Meeting of Minds once again. We've got Punisher on the left with Space Marines. Another top player from that age. The first age in Dawn of War Vanilla. The first and the last. The second age came with Winter Assault, I believe. And the third age in Dark Crusade. And then Soulstorm had about 3 more ages, or 4. On the right, Shings. No idea who is this. Apparently an Ork player. And he had a high rank as well. If we are watching this, I only download replays of games played between high top rank players. At least back in that time. Back in 2004, almost 2005. Generator and banner up in here. Big Mac is out. And 3 squads of Slugger boys.
You need something fixed.
Scouts ready.
From Punisher we have, so far I've seen 3 scouts. A squad in here, another one here, and the third one on this side. So 3 scouts. Quite rare. Most Space Marines will do 4 scouts in vanilla.
Faith is our shield.
Among the top players at least. Not sure how it was played in the lower ranks.
At your command.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be near.
3 scouts, but a very powerful early game army. 2 squads of Space Marines, almost fully reinforced in fact. Force Commander and 3 scouts also brought to the battlefield. Will probably get equipped with sniper rifles. And Punisher goes in, he's going aggressively into the Orks base. I'm not sure if he will manage to take down even the boys' hut. That would be huge. No, he won't manage. Even if he would, he'd probably lose everything for that barrack. Not worth it. A bunch of Orks are close, ready to defend their home. And oh boy, this will be a long game. Loads of Slugger boys reinforced here for shings. Strong attack from Punisher. Looks like he gave up on building listening posts on the strategic points. Always a bad decision. You should be slowly building at least 1 listening post at a time instead of floating like that.
Scouts awaiting orders. The Emperor approaches.
You can see that Punisher loves to focus on early game aggression. I believe this is the first game of Punisher we observe. Big Mac in a bad spot right here, got heavily damaged by the Force Commander, lost half HP. Space Marine slowly getting outnumbered here. But if the Big Mac will die, no matter how much you outnumber your opponent, with the Force Commander around, Orks will have to retreat. Insane fight early on in here. High aggression from Punisher. Almost looks like an all-in. He stopped and does not care about his economy at this point. Wants to end the game on +8 or what. Might not be a good decision to do that versus Orks. Sniper rifles being added to the scouts. And Punisher will keep pushing in here. An LP2 upgraded here in the heavy cover. The relic was not upgraded yet. Punisher could have built these listening posts and have a much higher economy by now, if only he cared. Such a careless attitude towards economy in the early days, even by the top players. Much better for Ork economy-wise. He builds all the listening posts, even took a critical location. Again, Big Mac in a bad position right here, got stunned. Has to fight the Force Commander.
He who stands with shall This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Scouts here. Scouts in position.
Fear denies faith.
Even with a lower economy, Punisher feels in control of the game so far. Got a better map control, but a lower economy. Because he simply did not care to place the listening posts on at this point. Only 3 listening posts were built. The servitor has been idling for about 5 minutes or more.
Yes, my lord.
Somewhat disappointed by Punisher's decision.
Don't bother me. I'm working on something.
Faith is our shield. We stand
Keeps
ready.
producing Space Marines.
Yes, my lord. Scouts
Good
here.
amount of snipers have been added to the scouts. Work will have to stay patiently in his base and support this damage somehow.
At your command.
Okay, is that tier 2? Right, tier 2 from Punisher. Why in the world isn't he building these listening posts? It bothers me.
Awaiting orders.
They would have paid off 5 minutes ago and get him extra economy now, extra requisition. It would have felt much better economy wise.
We stand ready.
Okay, work is also tier 2. About the same economy, 86 to 20 against 85 to 10. Almost the same economy. 1 more generator for orcs. Shings deciding to go in and try to push back these Space Marines. Big Mac fighting Force Commander. Now that the Force Commander has much lower HP, it will be an easier win. And a very sweet fatality on this Force Commander. Well done. And works coming on top in this fight. Thanks to the full HP Big Mac, Force Commander has been killed. There are Mad Dogs around to cast their spells. 4 idling Mad Dogs that should be sent into attack as well. $85 to 10 income. Work is probably shocked to see that Punisher hasn't even built the listening post.
Scouts in position.
Fear denies faith.
In fact, a listening post pays off in a very quickly, because you also receive resources once you finish building it. So they pay off really quick unless you upgrade them. And even if you upgrade them, that's still worth it in the long run, of course. Especially if that LP2 is also killing units.
Praise the Emperor.
It's a critical mistake from Punisher. Honestly, I would be surprised if he wins, even by not building these listening posts on 3 points. 13 minutes in, and these points are not built yet. LP2 now here on the relic. That's about it. The other ones are LP1s. Oh really, finally he decides to build this listening post on the relic point at least. It's about time, on the 14th minute.
Heresy grows from idleness.
3 squads of Space Marines with heavy bolters and missile launchers, a squad of scouts alive with snipers, and the Force Commander full HP. For Orks, a much bigger army, but is it stronger? Not necessarily stronger. It probably is more powerful if they manage to get close to the Space Marines without losing too many units. And it should be possible with the help of Mad Dog ability. Here Shings trying to surround those Space Marines. They cannot easily escape if they get surrounded. Shings could have done a better job with that, trying to go from behind. Brings Storm Boys to the party and also has infiltrated Tongue Busters squad. That's something you produce separately from the barracks, I assume. You cannot turn on infiltration on Tongue Busters which are equipped to the Slugger Boys. Full close combat mass almost in here from Ork. Ties up most of the squads from Space Marines. Should prioritize this squad with bolters. And Big Mech with a squad of Slugger Boys should be able to win the Force Commander in here. Unless the Big Mech will lose the morale, won't happen. The Claw was also upgraded for the Nob Leaders and Heroes. And surprisingly, Ork manages to push back the Space Marine in this fight. There were simply more Orks, I believe, in this fight. Shings outnumbered the Space Marine. Oh yeah, we have Surgeons, now I see them. 2 of them have been added to the squads. 90 to 20 economy. The points on the left were not built still. Critical mistake from Punisher to ignore those listening posts. He does not have any bank now on requisition. The income is not high enough for the 17th minute, now 18th minute. And Orks fight back, and they fight back strong. 190-20 income for the Orks. Still not a very good attack from Working here. He does not use 2 of the squads. Should have used all his army at once. A lot of mistakes were done by both players. Shings is a bit slow, to say the least. Another death for the big mech. Well, I believe he paid off already. He killed the force commander. Still doesn't mean you have to suicide him. Unless you want a full HP one. Back to life quickly. Shings can afford that. $80-20 economy now gets lower and lower for Punisher. And it feels like Ork is in a better position for now. He's having a higher economy, he's having 3 Mad Dogs here at home. And if he produces the big mech again, he would be not only ahead in economy, but also have a stronger army. Yeah, the big mech is back to life. If only he would go into attack with all of his units at once. Don't just send them in one by one. He should be attacking with all of them at once. Maybe now he will do that. Punisher places the machine cult. Dreadnoughts might be helpful. He will have enough for at least 1 dreadnought. Once this will get finished. Almost 1000 in power. And we'll also have enough requisition for a dreadnought. Researches some upgrades in the armory. And huge number of green skins here on the right from Shings. He does not want to go into attack yet. He's upgraded most of his points to LP2s. All of them besides this point.
Still time to operate. Who you want me to kill?
Should be adding some more tank busters to the Slugger Boy squads, maybe adding big shooters also. And go for it, go for the win. No need to overextend like that. Mech shop will be built, places another generator. What I like on Shings, he is not floating now. It has a pretty good macro. On the 20th minute, around the 20th minute mark, Punisher decided to build another listening post, and in the 23rd minute he will build the last one. Took a while for him to realize he needs these listening posts. Maybe this is some unique style, playing massing units on very low economy. Still not a smart thing to do. What a bunch. A huge bunch of greenskins in here. That's more works than what we've seen in the first game today from Uncle.
What are you waiting for? This is taking forever. What is it?
I got just what you need! I got just what you need!
4 squads of Slugger Boys, 4 Mad Dogs, Big Mac full HP, Tongue Busters. I believe that will be enough to deal with Dreadnought. And Storm Boys almost fully reinforced. Another squad of Slugger Boys on the battlefield. 5 squads of Slugger Boys now. That's huge. Almost looks funny.
You need something. What can we do for you?
Okay, Dreadnought is out.
Victory countdown.
Has the bolter equipped. They can always fight in close combat as well, even if you equip weapons. But the close combat damage decreases.
Even in death I still serve. I am the instrument of his will.
2 Dreadnoughts, 4 squads of Space Marines with heavy bolters. 80 to 40 economy for Punisher. That's only his fault. He did not care about his economy at all in this game. Maybe he underestimated his opponent, wanted to give him a chance and just give up on building those listening posts for a very long time.
At last, back to war.
Maybe he wanted this to be a challenge. Work is tier 3 or even tier 4, I'm not sure. Loads of works in the middle. He could even try and win by taking a hold. I doubt Space Marine will be able to decap this, and he won't be able to go in through this narrow path. The works will stop them unless he make an Assault Marine squad. Tongue Busters scouting a bit. They cannot shoot by the look of it while infiltrated. Economy slightly increased here for Punisher. Anyways, it could have been much higher if he only cared.
5 minutes until take and hold victory.
96 to 50. A 127 to 40 for OjKa, and he's got 100 out of 100 works. Now that's new. For the first time we see this full population cap on works. The war boss is here. Welcome to the fighting grounds.
Orks is the biggest and the strongest.
Yeah, and a different voice acting for the war boss compared to Soulstorm and Dark Crusade. Big Mac is the same, however, throughout all the expansions.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for
3 Dreadnoughts from Punisher. He's gathering resources for something. All of this Float on requisition and power, maybe tier 4. No. Sacred artifact.
Yes, my lord. What is your order?
Not much going on here besides this tech race between the players. Who's getting out that elite unit first? A killer can was produced, and this is also a good unit to be used versus dreadnoughts. I am not sure, but it probably can destroy a dreadnought. It has more damage on close combat than the dreadnought, and even more HP, right? So I believe a killer can should be able to destroy a dreadnought in one-on-one fight.
Ready for stomping.
Big generator being built there by Orks.
Until taken hold victory.
There's no need for Ork even to attack. He only had to hold for 2 more minutes to win by taking hold. He doesn't care if Punisher is camping in his base. But there he goes. If you've got 100 population cap on Orks, full limit, why wouldn't you try to attack? War gets activated on the war boss. A lot of Orks will die in this fight, but they might succeed in the end and win the battle. 2 dreadnoughts down. Oh, the killer can weapon upgraded to anti-vehicle. It's being used from range against the dreadnought. Smart move in there from Shings. A lot of Slugger boys got killed though. And looks like Punisher might be losing by taking a hold. Now he wants to go with this squad and maybe try to decap the critical location there. Yeah, looks like he's going for it. And he will probably succeed with the decap. Shings is not looking. He does not want to win by taking a hold. He knows he can win by annihilating his opponents. No need for taking a hold victory. He is winning this fight, after all. The biggest fight we've had so far. A nice one to end the video with. So many greenskins. And what a huge bang for Ork. He can lose this army 10 times over and rebuild. And here we have the 1v1 between, not really a 1v1, but a fight between the Killer Can and Dreadnought in close combat. Thanks to the aid also from this Killer Can, it was an easy win for them. But it's a tier 3 unit from what I believe, right? Killer Can is not tier 2, unlike the Dreadnought, so it would make sense for it to win a Dreadnought.
Send me to the fight.
I hope it's the Squiggoth getting out of here. That would be the first time we see Squiggoth in vanilla online 1v1s. course I've seen it in the campaign. Not in online yet. Too many orks around here, and even the knobs. I didn't even know knobs were possible to make in vanilla. In online. It's the first time I see them. Here they are attached to the war boss. More like war boss attached to the knobs. Very strong army here from orcs. Still tier 2 units from Punisher. It's only his fault that he's losing this now. Definitely cannot blame balance this time, since Punisher did not care about his economy for the most part. And a well-deserved victory from Shings, I'd say. I believe he will win. It's getting obvious now. He's got good anti-vehicle here, anti-infantry. And Shings manages to push deeper and deeper into the Space Marine base now. 4 Mad Dogs also here, ready to cast their sweet ability. 1,000 to 2,500 bank on resources for the work player. And there we go, here is the Squiggoth. Is it me or does it look a bit different? This color, black color on the top. $8,800 HP. But it's a limit to 1 and he's stuck, he cannot get out. Shings will need to delete some buildings from here. The generator, the barracks, to allow the Squiggoth to get out. He probably cannot pass through here. Yeah, he can't. Maybe deleting the banners would help. Punisher completely obliterated at home. He's lost for words, nothing to say. The only thing he can say now is GG. Oh boy, the Squiggoth can't get out. A big guy right here. Had to delete that barracks. Sadly, it won't reach the battlefield by the time this game is over. Hopefully we'll see Squiggoth in action in the future games. Finally, Punisher decides to say GG. Nothing I could do, oh really? You could have done a lot if you only upgraded your economy faster, my friends. That was a critical mistake that even new players are not allowed to make it. However, Punisher was a very high-ranked player. Why wouldn't he build those listening posts in the very first minutes and maybe even win the game with a higher economy? Very weird chat here in the end. I'm a bit annoyed even. Nevertheless, still a good game, a good entertaining match. Thanks to Shings. Showed us how 100 out of 100 full population cap on Orks looks in vanilla, and even brought that Squiggoth out. Well done. He deserves to win, what can I say? Punisher got punished because he does not care about economy. 5,000 requisition behind. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. More to come. Make sure to subscribe if you're a new viewer. Leave your feedback below the video and stay tuned.